So it's been a few weeks since the last time, but this time I have the Avro Lancaster Mark 1 or free. Or the Mark 1 free, I'm never 100% sure. Wow, there is a lot of stuff in this one. Instructions. Bag number 1. More decals. I've never successfully made them work, so this is going to be interesting. That's German. Oh wow, this is complicated. Okay, so this is a lot more complicated than I expected. Okay, that's close enough. So, we have a bag of clear sections, so... A lot of these appear to be multiple variants, because we have what I'm assuming is a bomb window, Amos window, and there's 2 variants, because one of them has 2 little circles above it. But we don't need the clear sections yet, because they're advised to be the last thing to go on. Oh. Okay, that appears to be the body. So, here's the Spitfire. So, this is going to be big. Like, much bigger than I expected. I mean, those wheels are huge. What? See, now I'm starting to get concerned. What are those? It just looks like a random fence section in it. And this appears to be the wing modules, because, well, the wing sections, because look at the size of the things. Which means that's not the top. So much extra tape. That? Oh. Well, that would be the bottom of the bomb bay, wouldn't it? Which means that's probably the top. Okay, so I'm looking for part 7. Okay, I'm looking for part 1, which looks vaguely like that. I swear I've seen something that meets that description at some point. So, I think... so if I move these 2 back, I can use... Ooh, there's part 1. Yes. Whoops. Oh well. Slightly concerned about that. Just a huge empty bit. I need a bigger workspace. Oh well. So you go over there. I'll prop you up here behind the camera. And forget this old shelf. And prop it up like that on top of more old stuff that I should have thrown away a long time ago. Harsh. It feels mean saying I should have thrown it out. You did a good job for years and deserves respect for that. So section 1 was on here. Yeah, that's my floor and Pikachu. And parts of my game collection. Right. So item 1 is apparently this. And yes, I am aware that not painting it is going to become a problem, but I'm not that bothered about painting it. So, apparently I have a choice of seat 4 or seat 5 for this. Seat 4 is, well, has padding on the back, and seat 5 is literally just a sheet of metal. So sheet 5 is now 4. I'm going to go with the one with padding because I'm going to be nice. Oh, it even has little armrests. It's a little bit of miscasting to deal with. Those look like actual pins on the bottom, so I'm going to leave them, assuming they're meant to be there. There was no sprue connected in that position, so yeah. Now I need to find the yoke, which, well, I think will be item 2. Yes, it is. And of course, the one where I hold it up, it's not going to be making that noise. And number 3, which is the controls. Sorry, instrumentation readout. I think this is where it's meant to be cut. Oh, I did cut in the right place. That's good. I'm quite glad about that. Please let that be the old one. If that's the new one, we're in trouble. Well, this one's much stronger smell to it, so I'm going to assume it's the new one. Yep, it is. That came out real quick. So the seat aims forwards, and this little bit here, there, is the I tried to use very little of the glue. Just takes longer to try. That control stick feels very, very low. That's like down between the knees. Whoops, missed a bit. Whoop, 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 nope. Stay. Ah, don't do that. Now stay. Where can I put those where it's safe? I'm sure it'll be safe there. I'm not about to destroy it by accident or something. Oh, there were other bits to go on there? Yeah, number 6. Whoops. It's almost like they hate the people making these or something. I mean, the way that they're done. Okay, so this is the last bit, and this little bit of detail here has to be facing back. But it also has to be standing, which... it's a bit odd, but... okay, hopefully that stays together. So now part 2, find part 7. Part 7 is a big long flat bit. That's 117, so we're going in the wrong direction. Six, 8, 9, 107, 12, 13, 57. Fortunately, I have the idea that it's a flat bit. That's a clue for what I'm looking for. Okay, part 7 is this. Like what? Okay. I really am surprised that's still together. So we now have part 7. Which I think is the top of the Bombay. Now if we just get rid of this bit. Wow, that felt like squeaking. That's smooth enough. It'll do. Right, so these lumpy bits are for the seats. So I now need to find 41, 42 and 11, which are chairs. That looks like one of them. Okay, that is 11. Oh wow, I thought like the second chair in the front was bad without padding. This is just... You're going to have numb legs after a flight in this thing. I mean, look at that. I know holding that close is pointless because the autofocus, but... Ooh, that's going to be needed. Number 10 is the bench. Yes. Now, if I was an uncomfortable looking chair, where would I be? Oh. Number what? Didn't I already cut number 11 out? Yeah, over here. Okay, guess we're getting 2 number 11s. I wouldn't consider there being anything unusual about the 11s being there twice. If my last experience is anything to go by, the instructions are more ideas more than actual instructions. Yep, that's pretty much done. Oh wow, I'm taking chunks out of the desk. That method works really well, but my desk doesn't like it. I don't blame it. Okay, that's all the bits that we're adding. This is a bit dried. So we bring back the little front. Oh, the back pins work. Okay. So if we put a little top on each of these nubbins, you know, these things that are essential for alignment, I'm putting something that will drastically melt them instantly being on contact with. Oh, it's supposed to overshoot the end. Crap. That's not good. So I'm just going to do a little line along here. It's the good thing about being on the inside of the model, that when you do things like that, no one can see it. Unless you're dull enough to record it, at which point everyone will see what you're doing. I mean, no one's going to tell on me, right? So we'll be fine. Okay. So one of them is facing this way. And the other one is kind of facing forwards. There you go. So we now got some seats. Now when this goes in, is it going to be level? Oh, it goes that way. Oh, the table doesn't make contact with anything. Okay. Is that lighter but very high? Oh no, that's way, way, way too high. Whoops. A bit of chalk. Will that work? No. Well, it's comedically big compared to what it's working on, but... if that maybe? Yeah. Okay, so that's now propped up by that very small pencil sharpener? Yeah, pencil sharpener. Had to remember what it was called. And that is pretty much the end of stage 2. Stage 3 involves sticking stuff onto that once it's fixed, and I don't have the ability to do that. So 3 is sticking up some control panels on those, and that's still unstable. And 4 flips it over entirely. So I'm going to skip to stage 5. Okay, so I'm just going to point out the bit of the instructions where it states 43 bombs. So I can't do any of that yet. Or that. Okay, the next bits I can actually do is stage 12. Because stage 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like honestly up to stage 12 requires this to be finished, and that's drying. So stage 12 is sticking the wings together. So I'm looking for 111 and 112. 117, 116. So that's the other wing, which is stage 13. So that's 112 and 111. tends to be any bits of these where humans are involved are really small and fiddly and difficult to make. So I of course made a mistake positioning that, but so it's literally stick top to bottom is the actual instruction. So actually looks like it's supposed to be out like that, just maybe like squared off. Yeah, it's supposed to be squared off. Whoops. There you go. And that bit there gets little. There you go. Luckily the top one on here is already squared off, so the worst that happens is whatever was there will need a bit of fixing, but it's only a little bent. It's still good. I mean, if there's any damage to it, I can just say, like, there were vile Nazis involved and it's accurate. Ooh. Wow, this is actually the newest of the model kits in the set, at 2007. Oh wow, I missed a bit. So if we find each of the points where they're going to make contact, so here, 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 there, then run a bead along the outside. Oh, this one I missed. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to assume that that's like where an engine nacelle goes on, because that is some awful casting otherwise. That section there where it just cuts in. Okay, so that's one wing. Now the second wing is a bit obvious and predictable, to be honest. So I'm just going to put a little dab on there. Because that's not sticking very well, but it is sticking. Just move that back so while I can. Now, get the bottom of the wing. Where's the top? That's the bottom, this is the top. Yeah, I think that bit of bad casting is just with the wing. Oops. Yeah, I think that bit of bad casting is just to tell you where the nacelles go or to give you a point to grip. And this one's fine. Honestly, I think that's so sharp, I think it could actually cut me if I really tried. Well, I mean, it looks bad, but I mean, we can deal with that, right? Oops. Come on, just a little bit, come on. So that's going to be the bottom, this is going to be the top, but I always put the glue into the little nubs. Yes. Actually not. The nubs are the bits coming out, meaning that Okay, and run the bead around the outside. On the instructions it says this isn't the correct way to do it. But if only the little like bits that are meant to that go together, then you barely have any contact area across the whole thing. And you'll get the wings delaminating. Yes. So that's why I... Oh, something got on my finger. Stage 55 just got some glue on it. And that's another one glued together. Now, as I said, the bead around the outside is just to stop the wing from splitting, because the furthest out contact point is here. No, sorry, it's like there, and all of this is unglued. So I run the bead around the outside, so it's all glued. Hopefully by now we can continue on with part 4. Sorry, part 3. So I need to track down 8 and 9. Now these are semicircular control panel looking things. Ooh, no, that's the Bombay. Oh, I'm going to have some extras from this. 12 and 13? No, 8 and 9. So, 8, 9. Eight and 9, or 8 or 9? Oh, they glue together. Okay, so 8 and 9 glue together, then go in the centre. So it's not as bad as it looked. And there's one on this. And if we go and do that, okay, so the curve faces towards the side, so like this. Oh, it's pinned, so you can't get it wrong. That's good. Okay, so now we have a bit more of a control section. And now we literally just have to wait to flip it upside down. Just move that up there. Now we've done 12 and 13, so 14 and 15. Which, do say I should use cell tape, but I'm not doing that. So 1, 1, 2 and 1, sorry, 1, 2, 2 and 1, 2, 3, which I'm assuming are these big wing-like things. 1, 2, 2 and 1, 2, 3, yes. Right, so let's clean these up. Right. Now it's just literally just another case of stick the two together and nobody cares. So again, go and find the little connection nubbins and put a line of glue across anywhere it'll permanently make contact. Now I put some along that centre section because there is one that comes up to meet it from the other side, which is that section there, which will come up to meet this. Okay, click and little click. Okay, and we got another little wing. Well, a little wing, not another. And section 15 is 119 and 120, which are of course these two, because this is a mirrored section. That's one. Okay, and this is one of the little receptacle holes, so I'm just going to fill them, then go around the edges. Okay, now just pop the two together. Okay, and they're close enough, mostly because I need to get the glue off my fingers. Sorry, I'm still laughing at the instruction for 43 bombs. It's just so silly. I would at least like to get off page 1 by the end of tonight. So I need to find 12 and 13. Which are these? And this side is facing the way where you won't ever see it. You know, where all the details are. But you'll know they're there. Now hopefully those sections have dried enough that it can be propped up. Can it go upside down? Yes. Yep, that looks like it'll work. I don't see us going catastrophically wrong and losing the whole thing. See, it's fine. Okay, so this bit here is a seam line, so and it's notched, so it can't go on the wrong way. Well, can't go the wrong way. So that's one bit. Oh, now it gets some glue on it. Oh no, that capillaried up. Oh no. There's a little bit that went into the plastic that's capillaried up into the detailing. I don't care. So that's officially page 1 done. Because we're at the end of the hour now, so I'm going to leave this to dry until next time. And then we can get on with stage 5. That's that marked up, that's what I've done. Right. Just move you out there. You here. You two here. And there. There you go. That looks like a mess. Okay, so I'll be back next time to continue building this. There's so much. There are 2 little glass bits it wants me to put in. I think I'm going to ignore that. Okay, and okay, bye.